paperwork, we could read through too. I don't know how the county does this stuff.
I don't either.
I know. But, you need a vehicle, you need one that's dependable, there's a 24-month guarantee, right, which is really important.
Boy, that's a
That's
heck of
2
a
years,
deal.
yeah.
Then that justifies the purchase, and you said it's got a new engine that was put in when it had 120, it's got 100, how much now?
96, I think,
So the new engine has got like
60,000.
60,000, which is okay, it's not nothing, but
That's
it's,
okay for a Ford.
yeah. So I don't know, I know we didn't check Blue Book or anything, but I'm
Were
assuming.
you just doing that? Checking the blue book?
I was checking the reliability and they're rated as average to above average. The only thing I know about those expeditions with the 5.4 Triton is the spark plugs are just horrible to replace, but,
Oh, the heck. I think they have a good reputation.
well, it's just the spark plugs are
Oh,
just
spark-
loud. The spark plugs are, and I know that because I have them, and then I looked it up, and it's notorious amongst mechanics, like, man, it's no fun.
It won't be us changing them.
Nope. Well, that was the conclusion I came to.
No, it will be us changing. Well, okay, so I guess it's, no,
We can call
tell
it
them, give them this call, you wanna call them now?
She
Yeah.
gave me her card.
323-8897.
Yep. I also have her cell phone.
Can you do it on that phone there?
So it's, do we have to do we still have to do 9406 even if it's local?
Yeah.
Whoops. I screwed that up. Okay. Three, two, three.
323-8897. Nobody home.
Good afternoon, Jimmy Auto Sales, it's Julie.
Hello, this is Mike Goffney and the rest of the county commissioners here.
Hi there, how are you, Mike?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Just wonderful, thank you.
We're looking at this car that our
Kelly.
Kelly Bird.
It's
Uh-huh.
okay,
I was
girl.
looking for her title.
Yeah.
It's community health care.
So, yeah, we think it'll do the job, so.
Okay,
But we go on a claim system, of course, so it'll be next Wednesday. Well, actually, it's gonna be the end of the week, because we'll be gone next week.
Yeah.
Before we put in a claim for it, to get you a check. So-
okay,
So that's the only catch.
okay, so that's why I sent you the paperwork, so that you had all of everything you needed.
Right?
And then all you have to do is, if I know, then that's good, we'll go ahead and, mark it as sold, and we'll hold on to it until she can bring me a check.
All right,
Does that work?
that'll work.
Okay, perfect. So then you can go ahead and sign off on that paper. That's just telling me that that's what we agreed upon, and once I receive the check, then we're good.
Oh, but Mike didn't tell you we want you to lower the price $2,000.
Yeah. I wish I could do that.
We wish you could too.
Sorry about that, sorry.
It's 8,400, right? I mean, it was 500 down from the 89.90.
I gave you the $500 coupon, yes.
Okay. All
And
right.
then, we have the warranty process on there as well. So
Okay.
everything is included in that 10-4.
Yeah, so there's a 24-month warranty included in that price, right?
Yes, yes. 24 months, 24,000 miles, and all of that's included.
Well, actually, let's go through this real quick. So you got a price of $84.95. Then what are all these other charges? There's auto sales.
There's only two charges. That's the $199 for paperwork, for all the paperwork that I have on there, and then $8.40 is for the temporary plate.
Okay.
And then the charges for the other $17.81, I believe it comes out to be 1781, that is for the 24 months, 24,000 miles.
Okay, so that
And
wasn't,
put all that together and that's 10,400.
yeah, so that was not included in the 84.95,
No,
the warranty,
no.
that's extra, okay.
Yes, yes. I wanted to include all of that because that's something that, I mean, obviously, you have to buy something like that on warranty with, when you've got the car, the used cars, that's just how it has to happen now.
Okay,
Yeah, so that is included, but the 10,495 there, or whatever that total is, that 10,495 it does include the warranty and everything to drive it away.
all right, we appreciate it.
All right, thank you
So
so much.
you're gonna want that paper back though,
Someone's
maybe,
gonna have to sign it, aren't they?
yeah, it says right here, Muscle County, is that where we're looking,
Yeah,
sign?
one of you can sign it, that's all that matters, and then I will go ahead and mark it sold.
All right.
Okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you so much, I appreciate it.
thank you. And then-
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks. And this would be the backup for the claim now. Now, if you needed it before next Friday, we could do an out of cycle check if it was that important. You just,
You've waited this long.
Yeah,
um,
another week.
I signed this, so I guess you could just copy this, and this would be the backup for your claim.
Okay,
It's actually the invoice of the 10.
I would sure think that would work.
Yeah, and I think buying the warranty, it's 1781, I think that makes sense.
I think it's worth it.
So it looked plain to me, and that's probably the biggest kicker for me, is it's got a warranty on it.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
What numbers would I use on it?
okay,
Same ones that I have?
no, I'll give you codes, okay?
Okay.
I'll be looking up codes as we
Yeah.
continue to talk.
Okay.
All right, good work, see what you did? You're
I
already-
know. Well, she called me and she was like, "Are you still interested?" And I was like, "I thought you sold it." So yeah, she called me last night. Otherwise, this week's just kind of been slow, just
Yeah.
because swapping things from here to there and putting furniture up, and
The weather was cold too.
and it was so cold. Yeah. But the word is getting out more. I mean, that's how she found me. She was on my card. She goes, "I didn't put two and two together." So,
And she wanted to talk to a counselor too, is that, no, I'm just kidding.
hopefully. Yeah, so I possibly have some leads to have some kids be talked to in the school, so hopefully
Okay.
this will be my first get in.
Dig in, huh?
Yeah, but because I'm with Alicia a lot, I mean, they know that I'm there, they know.
Yeah.
And Alicia's the counselor's there?
She's the elementary one, yeah.
Yeah.
Elementary, okay.
So how does it work if you buy this car? Will it be parked here?
That's what I was wondering. What,
Good question.
yeah,
I would think, how do we deal with, how does everybody else deal with?
Well, how far out do you live?
on the divide.
Ouch.
I would think that she can take the vehicle with her, we just can't drive it for personal
Yeah.
errands. And, that way that you can get in and out.
Mhm.
I think that's how everybody else does it.
I would think, yeah. You could drive it into work and back.
You know, the sheriff and their vehicles, I think they take.
Yeah, someone takes his home anyway. I'm sure the deputy do too.
Yeah, I do. So, and I guess I was thinking if there's an emergency or something too,
You bet, yeah, you'd have it there.
yeah, they,
Well, that was the other part.
yeah,
Yeah.
They'll call
Walmart
me
had
right
a
on.
sale, you could get there quick.
yeah,
It's kind of an honor system, you know, but I got
Yeah,
no
it is.
issues. The idea is it's there for work and, you know, then that's getting fuel, the problem, I don't know if they need to give you a card to get fuel.
I have
think you
my own
have
card, yep,
And then you just put in a claim, is that how that works?
I think so, yeah.
To
You have
pay,
like a Visa card? Yep, you'll just use that to fill, and then when you get your bill, you'll itemize on your claim list everything that's on the bill and what it was for.
At some point, will Kelly need a county credit card?
She has one.
Do you have
You
one?
got it.
Well, that's okay, so
Yeah.
that's, I thought you were talking to her personally.
No,
Okay,
yeah, I have a county card,
Not a problem at all then.
yep, so we're good there.
All right.
Awesome. But, the counselor, the high school counselor, he actually called me the other day, cause everything did get passed the school board, which is awesome. And he was just asking, how do we go about this? Do I have my own computer? And I said, yep, I've got my own computer if they need it, and then we'd obviously do an intake and all this other stuff, so he knows I'm here, he knows I'm available at this point, but, so yeah,
Getting
Yep.
it done.
we're chugging along.
Yeah.
I feel like this last few weeks since the office is going, it's like actually happening, and then everything getting passed with the school board, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so, it's all good news. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, if you wanna copy this, if you wanna take it back by so she can get the sign, so she knows it's sold,
okay,
you know.
I can just copy that back sheet.
Signature thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'll give this back to you, then this will be the rest of it, the first two will be the backup to the claims.
Awesome,
What?
sweet, that's it.
See, you're already costing us money,
I know, it's great.
actually more money, that lease deal wound up being a challenge.
I'm really good at spending everybody else's money, just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm good at
It's a
that.
gift.
That's a skill, you know, not everybody can do that.
Yeah,
Will do it, provided you keep people out of prison
That's right.
that's what I'm here for.
or the
Except for-
hospital.
We had one guy that was supposed to have a follow-up in the jail. And apparently the message from Sean didn't get to me, it didn't send. And so I showed up there and he's like, the guy got released. But from there, he said he was gonna come see me, but I don't think he will. But I guess if he ends up in jail again.
Then we should probably catch it.
So are you liking what you're doing, or
I
you-
love it.
That's
I
good.
really do. Yeah. I just have to finish school is the thing, but then part of me, a huge part of me, just wants to stay. So I'm probably won't become a school counselor, but hey, got my
This
master's
is
in
why
it.
we have hired you, because we don't like it.
I've got you there.
We've all tried this.
Careful,
I-
don't let
yeah.
that get out.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's been fun helping people and trying to.
Yeah.
There's some things I don't know, but I sit there and figure it out, Google it, and help them out.
Well, not everybody's built for that, you know, I couldn't, I would just, it would just depress me. To, you know, some of the problems that you get pulled into.
Yep, I learned quite a bit, and it can be heavy, for sure.
So I think that's great, and it's incredibly important.
We need it here big time. I've had so many people say, we need it, I'm glad you're here, so
Yeah.
we just need them to start coming now.
Yeah. Apparently we do need it. It's going to be a real problem.
Yep.
Of course, it's social media that does it. How are you gonna get rid of that? You
I
can't.
know, social media has
It's
a huge
kinda
part of
like-
everything.
Does it help or harm social media?
I think it harms.
Of course it works. You
I
can
usually
say
don't
anything
have
you
it.
want on social media.
Kids shouldn't be allowed
Yeah.
to use them.
I usually
Kids shouldn't be on
don't
it.
have it because it makes me crazy, but just to get my name out and stuff, I reactivated everything, but soon enough, I'm gonna say peace out. So, yeah, it absolutely harms. I know, it's terrible. I know, it makes me crazy.
Kids should not be allowed to have cell phones.
Nope.
No. Mm-mm.
Well, they certainly should have them in the school. I don't know if they keep them out up here or not.
They try,
They try. Good luck.
and
You know,
it's,
Kids are sneaky.
yeah,
There's so much crap, but in an odd way, you know, even with all this age, I think kids are getting smarter as to what to listen to, what not to
I
listen to.
really do too, actually. I've been surprised some of the things that I've learned in the last few years, these younger kids do know and are aware of, and
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. I always wonder, why did I learn this so late in life?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, but I think that's the power, there's a developing a sense, because there's, based on all the media, everything, you don't know what's true, but somehow you kinda do, you get through it, so.
Yep.
If anything, maybe that's the good side of it. I've been talking to people, this AI, I was talking to a guy, there's an AI, they just developed quantum, they just discovered a new material. Through quantum computers discovered a new material, new state, like we have liquid, gas, solid, but there's apparently a different state.
Wow.
And all this stuff, I can't, it's beyond my comprehension to even describe it, you know, like quantum mechanics is alternate universes and all this.
Yeah.
But it's, I guess the point though was AI's coming. And
Oh, yeah.
you'd be smart to get familiar with it. And our guy was telling me about this AI called Grok, Grok. Have you heard of that? He was using that at work. But anyway, so that's gonna be different too. I don't know what that has to do. Maybe that's with kids. You know, kids are already more technically savvy. They'll be exponentially more technically savvy with this AI. It'll be scary.
Yep.
Yeah,
Scary.
it's plasma.
Plasma.
That's
is
the
it?
new one.
Plasma.
Plasma.
Is it new material?
Yeah, 4 states of matter.
Oh,
Liquid, solid, gas, plasma.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I was able to rattle that one off before I looked it up to make sure, because that was in my kid's 12th grader science class. When we were
She's
doing
telling me
some-
it's below 12th grade science. Is it?
I'm telling you, I was in 12th grade science until I was helping her with her homework.
No, this is new. That doesn't sound like what he said, what he called it. It's some, but maybe it is. He says it's a real flexible
That's plasma.
state, but it was on the Blaze or whatever, what's his name. Anyway, it was mind-boggling because he couldn't even explain it. It was so beyond.
Yeah, I'm not 100% understanding this whole AI thing because it kind of boggles my mind. Like, how does this computer
Well, here's
know
an,
more than us?
here's an example. I've been researching the mind using AI, and it's given me some incredibly good information. Sometimes it's just flat wrong. I asked it about tax abatement for the mine for property tax. It spit out this answer. And I said, what is your source? And it said, sources were based on assumptions from previous questions or something like that. Something I couldn't, so you gotta kind of check the sources when you go to it, but it's really powerful. I mean,
Yeah.
Hate it.
I kind of like it actually. I hate to say that, not to be argumentative. But, you know, you get hooked on Google. Well, it's like Google only. Now instead of thinking you need to know certain information for Google, you can just ask the most wild question you thought. You know, be real. I want to know this, and ask it, and you might be surprised you get a really direct answer with a link to a source where it took it from.
Yeah.
So.
That'll be good. Yeah. So that's it.
Well,
That's enough.
enough on that, right?
I know that Alicia, the elementary counselor, has made like class plans through AI. Cause you can ask them like, give me some 4th grade class plans for a counselor and it'll pop it all up. She's really good with AI, but I haven't really played with it yet.
Well, and you know, for me, the more I use it, the more I realize if I don't continue to use it, I'm just gonna be in a competitive disadvantage. I mean, it's like, you know, if you're not using it, it's really kind of eye-opening.
Probably before long we'll have AGI, which is
What is it?
artificial general intelligence for self-thinking. Right
Artificial
now, general intelligence, AGI, artificial general intelligence, which is self-thinking. Right now, AI is only pulls from the parameters that it's been fed. So if you feed it books or articles, then that's
Yes.
what it pulls from when you ask a question. You know,
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
General
is.
intelligence?
artificial general intelligence. They've already, well, we don't have access to it, but I'm certain that governments and whatnot do. They're self-thinking computers. So that would ask you a question, and instead of it having to be fed, it would go out, pull from all information sources, and give you an answer. How it works now is, you know, if you want to feed, if it's been fed like the Constitution, or been fed dictionaries, it's been fed encyclopedias, it's pulling information from that. But when he, like, to what Commissioner Prankat said, that sometimes it's flat wrong. Well, depending on what it's fed with,
Yeah,
is what the answer is. So, you know, if it, like, who has babies, well, depending on, you know, where that's fed, it could say, well, women have babies, or birthing people have babies.
exactly.
Depending on what was fed into this
That's
program.
exactly the way a lot of people are though.
It is.
The only way they can, it's whatever they've been fed or whatever they've been educated.
That's right.
Garbage in, garbage out is the old term we used to use.
That's right.
True.
Garbage in, garbage out, I like that.
Depending on what you program the computer is what you got out of it.
That's right. Yeah. Right. It is kind of scary, but I've been using it for my ad copies. Like, I'll say what I think, you know, how I feel about this house. Awesome architectural details, bohemian garden, stuff like that. I'll, you know, write my own, and then I'll say, make this sound better and
Oh,
more
I-
professional.
Yeah.
And it comes out with the most amazing word copy. Like, I was like,
That's
oh,
how I
heck yes.
use it. Yes.
For school, I paid for it, but paid for Grammarly,
Yeah.
and it's like the best thing. It was like the best $135 I spent.
Right.
Yeah, it's
It's
amazing.
super helpful. Super helpful.
So, okie doke, I'm gonna go build more furniture.
Ugh.
Actually, take the car back and build more furniture.
Take a copy before you
Yep.
get it, so then you can do the claim.
Okay, should I just fill out the claim now?
I would.
Yeah.
And then just attach that to it.
I'll give you the
enter.
codes afterward. I'm looking at
Okay.
them right now.
Cool, that's what I'll do. Thanks, guys. Have fun next week.
So I think next it looks like it's Ron Solberg. So I'll call and see if he's coming.
Okay.
Hopefully it's no.
I think Ron had talked to
So the process is.
Bonity and said that he wasn't
Got
gonna
the
make
check,
it
and
today.
it's in the drawer here for Andy. I called her and let her know
Okay.
for the Powder River.
Okay.
So it's 55,400 was the total amount. And then you're gonna JV half of that over, the 27,700 over, correct?
Yes.
Okay. She just did the claim wrong, so we put it all on the one claim, cause she had a claim made out.
Yeah, it's all coming from the same code,
That's
but I'm gonna JV this over from the CARES Act.
That's right.
I'm working on trying to get you that too. So I got two JVs now, one from CARES Act to opioid for the vehicle, and one from.
It's a
CARES
traffic
Act-
jam.
And now we got another one.
Uh-oh.
Now,
We're coming. There's a crew of us. Well, only 3 of us.
Yeah.
But we're a crew. We're a crew.
This can't be good.
We're a crew.
I'm
well-
scared.
Don't be scared. I mentioned this last week to you guys about the refuse, the person that's been here employed 4 months.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a raise. Well, they gave her a $3 raise and she's only been here 4 months.
Not bad.
Well, just because she went full-time, she does not qualify for a $3 raise.
Right.
She's now getting benefits, that's the benefit of going full-time, so now she's getting medical and all that stuff from the county.
So,
But I have a list of many employees that's been here 5 to 8 years that's not even making that much money.
what are we
So
gonna do?
I'm Like Ben said, it's up to the board could suggest a raise, but it's the commissioners that approve it.
Okay,
So,
so would that person, what would that person be entitled to under our current rules?
$16 starting wage, which everybody gets, and it's 1 year,
Yeah.
you know, and then in July, we always give raises.
But is there a mechanism, you know, we've done this in the past,
Yeah,
where somebody gets recognized and they get a
Special.
bump? What you're telling me though is well, I realize that's a slippery slope.
that
Yeah, that's
is.
never happened in my office.
No, and I mean, there are employees that have been here 7 and 8 years and they're making,
17.
Well, we
17.
decided to give the dispatchers more money.
yeah, you did that, I
And
knew
there's been a
that.
couple of one-offs,
Oh,
we
that's
gave William,
yeah.
you know,
Carol, yeah.
Carol, yeah, so. And it doesn't matter who it is, I guess I think our position would be that we're not gonna change the rules and that,
Right,
but how does that get communicated back to the board and to that person?
well, the secretary is here, I guess.
Well, I want you guys' thoughts.
Well,
No, I think that's right. We gotta do what's right.
I
yeah,
think wasn't it a discussion that we wanted to reward the full-time employee but not have her the same as this now supervisor? We wanted her to have a little bit more money to be the full-time employee out there.
but the
It
benefits
was
of
too
being a
much of a
full-time
jump.
employee
Mm.
is the medical
I
benefits.
think it just went too far.
It did.
Taking it too far. See, I don't know what Terry talked to Boyd, Terry is the chairperson, I don't know if he talked to Boyd, who's the full-time supervisor.
Well, you could argue even Boyd is making too much money,
I think.
You
that-
can,
Yeah,
because he was supposed to start off at
You
16.
can.
It depends on what the role is and what they,
and you know, it's just kind of a sticky situation
It
because
is.
they're all family out there.
yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
the other
tricky,
part.
too.
That's
And
the
we've
other
talked
part.
about that, that's
yeah,
why.
that kinda makes you wanna lean
Yeah.
towards.
But see, the reason why they're all family is because
Nobody else.
it was
applied.
advertised for what, 2
Nobody
months?
applied.
Right.
That's why I like
Nobody
the
applied.
recruiting policy, the
Uh-huh.
county policy about the.
And then, so this would affect their timesheet, right? They're already filling out timesheets, right?
Yes, yes,
And you need to know what to plug into.
yes, and
Yeah.
I'm suggesting to keep her at $16 an hour because that's the starting wage and she's only been here 4 months.
Yeah.
I think it just went a little too far. I
Mhm.
don't think
I
that it
agree.
was meant to go this way.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember it being this way. We wanted to give her a little bit of a raise, but nothing
To
like 3
19, but
hours.
not 20. So I don't know that we had a guideline.
Didn't.
We
Probably
had no
not.
guideline, we didn't know
No. No,
that it shouldn't have gone that far. Because if we had in my mind, if we had a guideline, like $1 would be good, 3 would be too far. So we did not know that. We did not do it out of any malice.
Yeah, but I guess what we're saying is, they've gotta live with the county minimum unless specified
We
otherwise,
did not know that.
Right.
which is 16.
It's 16.
And I
You
remember that.
you wanted to give her a raise,
Yes.
I get that, and see, that's just the part I'm struggling with, because 16 is a minimum,
Mm-hmm.
but really, you gotta look at the role. You gotta, like, if dispatch is not the minimum, it's not the minimum for a deputy, it's not, you know, so you gotta kinda look at,
Sure.
they could have just paid her 17 even.
no, according